Let me say something that might make you uncomfortable. Some of you have been praying for years, and nothing has changed. Same situation, same habits, same results, and you've started to wonder, quietly in the dark, when nobody's listening, does this even work? I'm not here to challenge your faith. I'm here to challenge something far more dangerous than doubt. I'm here to challenge your understanding of how faith actually operates in real life. Because here's the thing, nobody in church, no motivational speaker, no podcast host is brave enough to say clearly. Prayer without discipline is just wishing. And deep down, you already know that. You've always known it. Think about someone you know. Maybe it's you. They pray every morning. Beautiful prayers, specific prayers. They believe. They really do. But the moment the prayer ends, they go right back to the same scrolling, the same avoidance, the same patterns that created the problem in the first place. Now think about someone else. Maybe you've seen them. Maybe you've been quietly jealous of them. They wake up early. They move with intention. They say less, but they do more. They make uncomfortable choices daily. And somehow, their life keeps expanding. Doors keep opening. Opportunities find them. Are they more blessed than you? No. They're more aligned than you. And that's the difference nobody talks about. Here's where this gets deeper. Prayer is real. Intention is real. Faith is one of the most powerful forces a human being can carry inside their chest. Don't misunderstand me. But prayer was never designed to replace your movement. It was designed to direct it. Think of it this way. You have a car. A beautiful car, fully fueled. You sit in the driver's seat every morning and you talk to God. God, please take me to my destination. And you mean it, and He hears it. But the car doesn't move because you never put it in drive. Discipline is you putting the car in drive. Discipline is the physical manifestation of everything you've been asking for spiritually. When you build a daily habit, when you sit down and do the hard work, when you stay consistent, even when you don't feel like it, you're not proving you don't need God. You're proving you trust Him enough to actually move. That's faith with feet. Let me tell you about a man named Marcus. Marcus grew up in a religious household, prayed before every meal, every journey, every big decision, and he genuinely believed. But Marcus also had a habit of waiting for the sign, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the feeling of certainty before he moved. So he prayed for financial breakthrough for 11 years. He prayed for a better job. He prayed for provision. And in those same 11 years, he watched 3 business ideas die in his notebook. He never launched them. He was waiting for God to confirm it first. One evening, his daughter came to him and asked, "Daddy, why does God always bless other people faster than us?" And Marcus had no answer, because the real answer was painful. God had already given Marcus everything he needed, the ideas, the talent, the connections. The only thing Marcus hadn't given himself was permission to act. The breakthrough wasn't being withheld from above. It was being withheld by Marcus, in the name of faith. So let's break this down practically, because this is where most videos lose you. They give you the inspiration, but not the instruction. There are 3 layers of discipline that create real transformation, and they have to work together. Layer 1, daily habits. Your daily habits are your daily vote. Every single morning, you are casting a vote for the version of yourself you're becoming, not the person you want to be, the person you're building, one choice at a time. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It could be waking up 30 minutes earlier. It could be writing 1 page. It could be making 1 call. But the key is this. The habit has to be non-negotiable. Not, "I'll do it when I feel inspired." Not, "I'll do it when circumstances are better." Every single day. Because here's the psychological truth. Your brain doesn't remember your intentions. It only remembers your patterns, and the patterns you repeat become the identity you carry. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your habits. Layer 2. Consistency over intensity. Most people come at their dreams in bursts. Explosive motivation on Monday, gone by Thursday. Then back again when they see someone else's success and feel that fire again. On, off, on, off. That's not discipline. That's excitement. Real discipline is boring. Real discipline feels like nothing special is happening, right up until the moment that everything changes. The compound effect doesn't announce itself. It builds silently in the background. And then one day, life looks unrecognizable. And people from the outside call it luck, or blessing, or favor. But you'll know what it actually was. It was you, showing up when you didn't feel like it, for longer than anyone expected. Layer 3. Alignment with purpose. This is the one that separates discipline from mere grind culture. Because not all discipline is equal. You can be incredibly disciplined in the wrong direction. You can be consistent, consistently building someone else's dream, consistently numbing your real calling, consistently doing what's safe instead of what's true. Alignment means asking the harder question. Is what I'm doing daily actually connected to what I was made for? Your purpose isn't something you find. It's something you confirm through action. You try, you build, you fail, you learn, and slowly, over time, the signal gets clearer. But only if you're moving. I want to pause here for a second, because I think some of you are watching this and you're not just looking for productivity advice. You're carrying something heavier than that. Maybe you felt like your prayers have been going unanswered, and you've started to wonder if you're not worthy, if something is wrong with you, if God has somehow looked past you. I want you to hear this clearly. You are not forgotten, but you may be waiting for something God already placed inside you. The answer isn't always coming to you from the outside. Sometimes the answer is in you, buried under fear, under procrastination, under the comfort of waiting. The version of you that you've been praying to become, they're not in some distant future. They're one decision away, one habit away, one honest conversation with yourself away. And that decision starts not in a church, not on a prayer mat, not in a quiet room alone. It starts the moment you get up and move. Let me bring Marcus back. After that conversation with his daughter, something cracked open in him. Not dramatically, no lightning bolt, no vision, just a quiet, devastating clarity. He picked up the notebook, the one with the business idea he'd been sitting on for 2 years, and he did something terrifying. He started. Not perfectly, not with every piece in place. He just started. He worked on it for 1 hour every morning before his family woke up. Some days it was terrible work. Some days he wanted to quit. But he didn't. He kept showing up. He kept his daily vote consistent. 8 months later, he had his first client. 12 months later, he had left his old job. 3 years later, that daughter who asked him the painful question, she watched her father walk across a stage to accept a business award. And when people asked Marcus what changed, he said something that stayed with me. I stopped praying for God to do what He'd already equipped me to do. I started praying for courage to do what I already knew I needed to do. That's the shift. That's everything. Let me give you something you can actually use. I call it the DAP Method, and it's designed specifically to align your spiritual life with your daily execution. D. Declare. Every morning, before you pick up your phone, before you speak to anyone, speak to yourself. Not vague affirmations, specific declarations. Today I will work on this. Today I will not avoid that. Today I choose this version of myself. Your words create your internal weather. Set the temperature first. A. Act within the first hour. Whatever your most important goal is, the business, the health, the relationship, the creative work, touch it within the first 60 minutes of your day, before resistance builds, before the world fills your head with noise. Take one real action on the thing that matters most, even if it's small, especially if it's small. P. Protect your patterns. Discipline dies in unguarded environments. You have to look honestly at what is eating your hours, your energy, your focus, the apps, the conversations, the relationships, the habits disguised as rest that are actually just avoidance. Protect the pattern you're building like it's the most valuable thing you own, because right now it is. DAP. Declare, act, protect. Do that for 90 days and then tell me nothing changed. There's a quiet idea that gets passed around in a lot of spiritual circles, that God rewards the faithful by doing things for them. But I think the more accurate, more powerful truth is this: God rewards the faithful by doing things through them. You are not just a receiver of blessing, you are an instrument of it. The miracle you've been waiting for might be waiting on your discipline to bring it through. Think about every story you've ever been inspired by, every testimony, every comeback, every transformation. Look closely at each one. At the center of every single one is a moment, quiet, unseen, unannounced, where someone decided to stop waiting and start moving. That moment is available to you right now, today. So here's the question I leave you with. Not, are you praying enough? You probably are. The question is, are you moving enough? What is the one thing, just one, that you have been praying about for months, maybe years, that you have not yet acted on with the same intensity that you've prayed about it? You know what it is. It rose up in your chest the moment I asked. That thing is your assignment, not someday, now. Because the most spiritual act you can perform today is not another prayer alone. It's pairing your prayer with the discipline to honor it. If this video felt like it was made specifically for you, it's because in some way it was, because you're not here by accident. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the one thing you're committing to act on this week? I read every single one, and sometimes I respond. The community in the comments on this channel is genuinely one of the best parts of what we're building here. And if you want to go deeper, if you want more content that challenges the way you think about faith, purpose, and execution, you know what to do. The next video is already queued up. I made it for the version of you that's ready to actually move. Let's go.